What what it do, everyone? This is Star Marvel 718. It's gonna be my thoughts, review, everything I could think of. Pretty much same shit. You know, One Piece, 1006, The Honorable Hyogoro Flower. Oda, man, what you doing, man? Even though this was like a small like setup chapter, this was good, man. Um, I guess like to really like break this down, there's it's like four parts I would say. You have the Hyogoro part, that's another part, that's one part. Marco, Yamato, and the Sanji part, right? I'm gonna go to the Sanji part because Sanji part I feel that's gonna be a good step. I know a lot of people think that Sanji's supposed to it's gonna run into Jack, and him and Jack's gonna fight because Sanji was pretty much damaged by Black Maria, and then because Jack was fighting against the two Animal Dukes, he's damaged. So you figure damage versus damage fight. I don't think so. I think Sanji is going to actually end up running into Marco, and this is going to be segued into one of the parts now. I think Sanji's going to help Marco because Oda keeps showing that Marco's pretty much fighting two versus one, and him saying that both these guys bounties over building berries and things like that. I think Marco's going to get help, and I think Sanji will be a perfect addition to helping Marco because you know, they both flyers, they both have fire, and they both like speed types. And with Sanji's fire, raid suit, Marco, you know, his healing factor, and him, kicking King and when he's attacking Queen and stuff like that. I really do think Sanji's gonna end up making his way to Marco, and in this way, I guess the fandom, like, because I'm a Sanji fan. I like Sanji. Like, I know like the community being kind of toxic with the whole Sanji versus Zoro thing, and me personally, I don't care for it. I care about the story. I don't care about who's strong, who's this, that, whatever. Every character in this story has their role to play, but I really do think Sanji and Marco's gonna end up teaming up to go against King and Queen. Um, that's that part. Now, the thing that has me very curious about this chapter, the Ice Demon virus. The Ice Demon virus thing is still going, but like what gets me is when Hyogoro was saying that it brings out like latent potential power or innate power. Like different, it depends on the translation you read. But how I'm taking that, it pretty much brought out like Hyogoro's old strength, how he was like in his prime. We're not in his prime, but like it gave him it shows an example of how he was in his prime. And me seeing Chopper, the only Straw Hat that's actually affected by this, and we know when it comes to the Rumble Ball, and I know like it sounds like I'm jumping all over the place, but hear me out. I think Chopper's Rumble Ball pulls out different innate um, possibilities that Chopper could have because he's able to go from brain point because him having the human fruit, right? He's supposed to either be a deer or a human, but Chopper he has like his little mini chibi form, which is kind of like in between. And when he did the Rumble Ball, that's when he had like, the different type of points and stuff like that. I really do think Chopper's gonna get an upgrade because of this virus. I think it's gonna pull some kind of snowman, whatever, and it'll be crazy because I know when Chopper was first introduced on Drum Island, they was calling like the abominable snowman. Imagine Chopper's monster point having like ice powers and stuff like that, or actually being like like a frozen snowman demon type of thing. I think this is gonna be a boost or definitely a power for Chopper because I'm sitting back, I'm just reading, and I'm like, they still haven't got past the storyline. Like this whole virus thing is still going on. We still see Apu is still working with the Beast Pirates, and you figure because Queen pretty much set him up for failure, give him the virus and tell everyone like, hey, look, this guy got the one only cure for the virus. That for him to sit there and still, you know, to still be pretty much fucking with the Beast Pirates, is like, dude, you kind of stupid. Um, Yamato, Shinobu, I think I can see them run to Jack. I think Yamato's going against Jack. And I think that's going to be like her first major fight as a Straw Hat. So that's why I think she's going to go after Jack. And I know a lot of people are going to think like, but what's it, like the correlation between those two? I think because she wants to be Odin, right? How 20 years ago Odin pretty much sacrificed himself to save the Scabbards, right? I think it would be kind of fitting to have the new Odin save the Scabbards again in a time of need. So that's why I think, or why I feel she could end up running into the Scabbards, actually meet them. Not I'm gonna say for the first time, but actually meet him as her proclaim herself to be the new Odin, and her saving them, and they're gonna get like I guess like a vision of Odin's strength. I'm not saying she's strong as Odin, but they're gonna be like, you know what, just her character, her demeanor, the way she carries herself, she reminds them of Odin, and I think like she's gonna be the one that's gonna actually run into them, stop Jack from attacking them, because I don't think the Scabbards, even though like they're all up there and everything, I don't think those guys can actually take on Jack. I think even though Jack is beat up himself, him just being a zone, I think Jack is probably about maybe 70 to 80%, and him being 70 to 80%, I could see Yamato, who I feel is fairly healed. She's probably, let's say like maybe 9% okay. So I could see her going against Jack with some of the Scabbards helping her to defeat Jack. But like I said, I think like her run up there, running interference, saving them is going to be like Odin saving his Scabbards again. And like I say, it will be just deserves that the new Odin is protecting the Scabbards like how the old Odin did. I talked about Chopper. Let's see, Hyogoro. Um, I wasn't really saddened about his situation or his death. Oh, well, I like the character. He's not a bad character or anything like that, but it just wasn't emotionally driven for me. I didn't really feel like his loss was that significant. Like I don't know, because it's like when you see stories and stuff like this, like the old dude, like the old time, the old warrior, the old legend, they usually sacrifice himself for the next generation. Like if you watch Bleach, how Yamamoto died protecting Sarate and things like that. Like the old man usually goes. Even Netero from Hunter x Hunter. How he sacrificed himself to try to take out the Ant King. So I don't really feel too much for Hillgirl's death. Like it is sad. It's sad that he's gone. I know everybody else, all of the characters, are gonna feel it, and it's gonna especially affect the Straw Hat, especially Luffy, because Luffy trained from, and Luffy, made some kind of bond with him. So I can see like Luffy having taking this pretty hard, because he's gonna feel like if he was stronger and he did a little bit more and was able to beat Kaido faster, he could have helped Hyogoro out. But I don't know. I don't really feel like it's that much of a loss, you know. But like I said, Sanji, because I had, because like this, like I said, this chapter wasn't a bad chapter. It's a good, entertaining chapter. It's better than average, definitely better than average. Like for me, I definitely give this chapter like a 7.5 out of 10. It's just that like reading this chapter, it just like really had me thinking about Chopper getting the power up, Sanji, and also too like reason why I think the whole Sanji thing, because Sanji was saying like who's your model, right? Seeing that clue, like, who's your model? He's gonna think like, oh, your mom must be an ally of Luffy, and because Sanji always runs interference, like saving the woman, the damsel in distress. That's why I think, since he had like I guess I'd say like characterization or epitome from like last chapter with him asking Robin for help, I could see Sanji not running into helping Yamato, and she actually taking on Jack herself. So like that's why I really do feel Sanji could, and also too it give Oda more of an excuse to link Sanji up with Queen. So I can, like I said, going that way. I'm trying to think of like, is there anything else that I'm missing?